plus 12.
Eggs. 12 eggs in a carton.
Now what? Plus 9.
Cats have 9 lives.
Cat.
Meow. Plus 16. Sweet 16.
Plus 17.
Every card had a value.
Plus 13.
A high card,
Plus 5.
minus 1. A low card,
Plus
plus 1.
15.
The rest,
Plus 1.
0.
Plus 13. Plus 8. Plus 9. Plus 12.
The team had a system. And to go unnoticed, we created a whole new language. Words were numbers, and numbers were words.
The repetition right here is about training that reticular formation. Do you think there is any chance that that billionaire Chinese businessman doesn't know every single day what his goals are? He's putting those 100 billion neurons to work in his mind. And he's creating a laser focus. And so any time throughout the day when his mind thinks, what should I be doing right now? Bam, right back to the 1,000 writing. Now, think about also the link, the repetition of the writing. There is visual taking place. He has seen what is being written on the page. He could attach auditory by speaking it externally. I'm developing my Tati trading plan right now. I'm developing my ratio trading plan right now. With every single trade, I move closer to that 300, and I know that when I arrive at 300 repetitions, I'm going to be a better trader than I was. And that's my ultimate goal. Now I'm creating that auditory link as well. And then the actual act of writing is the kinesthetic. As I write, again, impulses are constantly being sent from that area between my two ears down into my hand. Nothing happens before I think about it. Nothing. And I'm creating that link. And so the area, that reticular formation, is being taught what to look for. When I see this, I think this. I attach this meaning and this action to it. So that way, when I arrive at the charts real time on any given trading session, I literally just see and do, and that's it. If I've got gray candles from the E line above the T line, then it's a buy only. The black candles represent a short-term shift in momentum inside of a bull move. Once I've trained my trading brain, I can also, with that reticular formation, let's go back here. Okay, what was our focus right here? It's a filtering mechanism. It filters incoming stimuli to discriminate irrelevant background. So if I have trained this properly, then I can look at a chart right here, and my focus is on Tati. This right here almost becomes invisible to me because my reticular formation has been trained to filter the incoming stimuli. Now, is this data, is this information on the chart? Yes. Would 25 traders in the room all see the same squiggly lines? Yes. What action would they take as a result? Well, it depends on what meaning it has. Some of them would demand, I need to know what that is. Well, why? What if I just told you that when the blue line goes below the gray line, or the black line, and the blue's above the green up here, I want you to be a buyer? Well, that's not good enough. I need to know what's going on behind there to make that blue line go below there. Why? It's irrelevant. What matters is, had you bought this market in this time frame when that thing went below the gray dotted line the last 100 times it occurred, and placed a 20 pip stop and a 20 pip target, what would you have made or lost? Would it have produced a profit? If yes, and that profit's acceptable to you, then you might want to consider doing it in the future. The reticular formation filters this out. I'm almost blind to this information once I've been trained to focus just on that information. If I choose not to focus on this information or train my mind to focus on this information, then all information that I'm presented with can affect my decision-making process. Will affect. Not might, not could, will. So if I'm a ratio trader, there's really no need for me to look at a Tati chart. My focus should be on ratios. Okay? If I'm a Tati trader, I need to focus on that model. If I'm a counter trend trader, I need to focus on that model. If I choose not to focus on it and I choose to allow other information to come in, at best I'm going to have inconsistent results. I'm not doing anything to move from that conscious competence to the unconscious competence. And again, more than likely, and my experience has been, expect to continue to struggle with any consistent profitability in the markets. We work like dogs in some sense, where there's a reward or punishment system. The ultimate reward and punishment system in these markets is what? Fully based on finances. Losing trades, money gone. Winning trades, money put back in account. If I started at X and now I've got 4X, hey, that was a good day, good week, good month, good year. If I started at X and I've got 0.5X, that's not what we want. When I am locked in, my mind can be presented with that visual information, which is clearly a symmetrical double top. And for a counter trend trader, that has meaning. If I allow that information to come in, it could cause me now to take action. As soon as I see the double top right here, I might now start to look for divergence in an oscillator. If I find that divergence, then I might start to question my current long position. When I start to question my current long position, what actions might I consider? Ooh, I better take it off right there at market. My mind is going to look for meaning. Well, what do you normally do, Todd, when you see overbought bearish divergence with a double top? Well, A, I trail stops. B, I cover at market. Or C, exit part of the position, whatever those might be. So your mind will go reference that data, and then it will return an answer. Once that answer is returned, now, again, a neurological impulse has been sent through those 100 billion neurons down to my right finger and says, trail stop. That's what I've chosen this time. Well, wait a minute. Why'd you choose that one? I returned 3 different scenarios for you. Well, I really don't know. Could it be possible that you chose this one because of how you feel right now about what's happened most recently, which is likely? So wait a minute, you're telling me how I feel about my recent series of events is going to affect the decision I make? Absolutely. If I traded the Tati, obviously right now, at least, I'm happy. I just went 3-0 on a third strike winner. And the result of those 3 trades, somewhere over 100 pips. I might say, well, I would normally trail my stops, but you know what, baby, I'm up $1,000 plus, don't need to trail them that tight. Whereas, had I been down money when I came into this, I might say, you know what, I need to trail those stops tightly. In fact, I need to take that dude off at market because I need those pips. Give me those pips. Okay? I want the benefit of the positive pips here because I've had negative pips leading up to this point. Or you might look at it and say, hey, what does my trading plan tell me to do? And if I don't recall my trading plan immediately because it isn't burned into my mind like the Chinese billionaires' daily 1,000 written goals, which is the same thing over and over and over, then I can review it right here on my desktop. I can say, okay, I'm currently long. I've achieved 50% of my target, and when that's done, I take the current high and look left, and I put my stop below that low by 5 pips. That's the rule, and that's what I've tested. And I know from my historical testing that that works. When I choose that, now I've cut off all other options. Let's drop the stop in, bam, right there. So now I've just taken action based on the information available to me at this time and based on my recall and what my trading plan says to do.
In the movie 21, MIT students studied and practiced their rule set relentlessly to earn millions of dollars. Do I honestly believe success in the markets is achievable? What tools or systems do I have in place to activate and drill the necessary repetition? What am I doing to train my mind to respond to these signals? And do I need help to achieve this goal?